let's now shift focus to the state of West Bengal, and the government in the state has sought a detailed report from all cinema houses about the number of Bengali films that they have run in the past 3 years.
Mamata Banerjee, during her election campaigns, rode heavily on the Bengali movie Oshmita. She's insisted that Bengali movies should be equally promoted. Now, the state government has sought a report. Let me go across to my colleague Tamal, who's joining us on this. Tamal, it seems like, the way we've seen it in Maharashtra, where there is a very visible push for Marathi language to be visible across the state in various forms and formats. Something similar like that happening in Bengal as well now?
Well, there is a particular act, in the state of West Bengal, under which it is mandatory for every cinema hall, be it a single screen or a multiplex, to screen Bengali movies. But having said that, possibly this is the first time we are seeing a report has been sought by the Information and the Cultural Affairs Department of the state of West Bengal from all cinema halls, multiplexes across the state about number of Bengali films they have screened in the past 3 years, minus the pandemic period. So basically, even though the advisory or the query does not really reflect that people would be pulled up or cinema halls would be pulled up if they fail to screen, or they would be reprimanded in some way or other, but then the very fact that a query of this sort has been raised raises a lot of question as whether West Bengal would also be going the Maharashtra way, where it has been made abundantly clear that Marathi movies will also have to be equally promoted. Yes, it's a fact. Mamata Banerjee, during the entire election campaign in the year 2021, has essentially stressed on the Bengali Ashmita factor as how Bengal pride has to be felt, and that Bengal cannot be ruled by anyone from outside. Now, in that context, she has also harped on the fact that Bengali culture, Bengali cinema will have to be promoted, and something which found a lot of resonance among people. So this time, this query which has been raised, we have to wait and see what response the state gets. Will the state be taking any coercive action? Will the state be taking any particular measure on ground to make it necessary, mandatory for every cinema hall to run Bengali movies in equal ratio? That you have to wait and see. But at this point in time, yes, this report has been sought from all cinema halls and multiplexes across the state.
Tamal, which one was the last Bengali film that you watched in theatres? Tamal, if you can hear me, I was asking you which one was the last Bengali film that you'd seen in theatres. All right, we seem to have lost that link with Tamal there. Tonima, you had me there with your absolutely perfect Oshmita pronunciation. I'll take that question to you. Which one is the last Bengali film that you remember seeing in theatres back in Kolkata?
It's probably going to be one Feluda movie, honestly, because, Bengalis are big fans of detective movies, and Feluda is one of our favorites. So it's probably going to be one of the newer iterations of a Feluda movie. I think that's the last one I remember.